What do you think about that? We should be discussing it a little bit later on as well. The Special Olympics World Games are taking place in Abu Dhabi and in Dubai, giving more than 7,000 athletes with intellectual disabilities the chance to compete in a sport.
All of them have overcome obstacles and challenges to get there, but few more than teenage refugee Malaki. Stuart Pollitt has followed his story.
Nyarugusu refugee camp, Western Tanzania. One of the biggest in the world. Malaki and his family fled Burundi to here, but once in the camp, he wasn't free to leave his own home.
As I walk in, I couldn't believe my eyes. Here was this youngster, completely silent, staring basically straight into the wall, unchained. I noticed that they had basically treated him like a thing.
Because he was mentally sick, that's why he was tied up. He was shouting, fighting people and biting them. I have a wound myself after he bit me.
Intellectual disability is associated with a bad omen, with taboo and other bad things. And there are places where a person with intellectual disability is not allowed even to step in.
Nils asked Malaki's mother to free him and sent staff from Special Olympics Africa into the camp. They discovered a talent for sport.
Life has changed since they came to pick me up. Now things are okay.
What made him happy is that he was given clothes and a ball. That made him happy.
Matches like this one for athletes with intellectual disabilities are now a regular occurrence here in the camp, allowing the likes of Malaki to compete not just with his friends here, but now with athletes from around the world.
Tanzania!
Malaki led out the Tanzanian team in front of thousands at the Special Olympics World Games opening ceremony last week. Today, in Dubai, he got to compete in front of a crowd. Free to run in the 200 metres.
I'm happy to be here because I've met a lot of people rather than being alone. Being here in Abu Dhabi, I'm doing sport with people like me, so I'm happy.
Less than 2 years ago, Malaki was alone and chained in his own home. Today, he might not have won a medal, but he's gained a community and a brighter future. Stuart Pollitt, BBC News, Dubai.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
What a lovely young man, absolutely.
It's 7:26. Thanks for being with us this morning. If you'd like to get in contact with anything you see on the programme, normal ways, BBC Breakfast at bbc.co.uk is where you can find us on email, and we're on social media.
I'm trying to look. Oh, we've got some replies to that. You know the bees that have been strange?
Oh, yes. Oh, no. Is this pun?
It's fantastic, yeah. A strange but believable story. I'm sure a lot of people have been there, done that. OK, I'll buzz off now. Perfect place to hold a spelling bee. These bees that aren't bees were left in a shop next to the poetry section in a jar. But I don't understand if they're not bees, what they are.
I've got a pun ready.
Are you holding it?
If there's ever a bacon shortage, I've got a pun ready.
I'm really hoping that there is never a bacon shortage because
Then I can use Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now.
You just had to find a way in, didn't you?
Anyone? Apocalypse Now.
I've got it. Time now to get the news, the travel and the weather wherever you are.